All right, guys. Hey, what's going on? Big Matt Diamond Dean's back in the house.
How you doing, Mr. Matt?
What's up, Dean?
Good. You doing all right?
Yeah, I am.
What do you think about this heat this week?
Well, it's sure enough been a hot one. I'll tell you that for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Hottest week we've had this year. I don't think this week's supposed to be bad.
No, it's supposed to rain sometime. I thought it was going to be raining right now.
I thought it was supposed to rain tomorrow, and then I looked and it said it was not now. I thought it was supposed to rain today, but I don't think it hasn't.
Yeah.
But it is a lot cooler.
This week's going to be 80-something.
I worked out in some of that mess. Weed eating and mowing, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, you got to really...
That brings in different...
You got to really be drinking a lot of water when you're doing that kind of stuff.
I'm doing good on my water intake. How much water do you drink a day average, you think? I'm going to say I've averaged
5 2s, probably 100 ounces, in my guess. 80.
Oh, okay.
Probably 80 ounces a day.
I've averaged 50 in this last week, which is
Yeah.
still not nowhere near.
I try to do at least 4 or 5 bottles a day.
I coach with a guy that drinks 130.
That's good. You're supposed to do half what your body weight is by ounce. If you weigh 200 pounds, you should drink 100 ounces.
Ooh. Well, I need to drink 100 ounces.
Yeah.
Good. I'm not getting there.
But if you work outside all the time and like you roofing and doing that kind of stuff, that's
I wouldn't want to do no roofing last week.
no, my goodness, no.
That'd been like a prison sentence.
I know.
Roofing last week.
I know, yeah.
Landscaping was not.
That ain't
That's
the
like
business.
probation.
That ain't the business you want to be in.
No, not right now.
Well, let's thank our sponsors. First of all, I would like to thank Bobby Ledbetter for coming on with us. He's going to come on board with us, Dean, and going to sponsor us. It's going to be a big help for our community, the county, for players. We'll be able to do a lot of the Player of the Week awards and stuff, and we're going to try to do some trophy stuff maybe at the end of the year and shirts, and this will be a big help. And, of course, along with our other sponsors, we appreciate them too. Scott Lloyd's Legal Service, been with us for a long time. JR and April, big givers to the community as well.
Yeah, JR's a good guy.
They're good people. We appreciate them. And, of course, Warrior Gym. And they've been with us since we started it. And, of course, Kevin.
Kevin started.
Yeah. You won't want to do that job right now.
No. He's landscaping.
Yeah,
Blake Broom landscaping too.
Yeah, he does all kinds of stuff like that. That's hot, man. You got to be careful on that kind of work. So
I just saw where I didn't think he was, for some reason, I didn't think Broom was a landscaper, but I saw where he had gone to some kind of convention, which I think they went to the beach. And while he was there, he went to
the girls
beach.
got a cheerleading.
Yeah, and
stuff.
I didn't know. I didn't realize he was. I thought he did concrete or something. I don't know.
No, he does bobcat work and all kind of landscaping and dirt digging. And Jared Cameron, he's got a DreamWorks. Him and Jason, they do kind of loaders and track hoes and moving dirt and fixing stuff. And that's the hot kind of work if you're going to be in right now.
Yeah, I saw him put something about he had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you got to get started early.
3 a.m.
Yeah. Hey, you want to... We'll start with. We'll mention these. You want to start with these NBA? mentions?
Yeah. Let's go and start with that.
We'll say this.
Mention some of these names. I'll be honest with you. I noticed that I didn't recognize some of them.
I don't. Yeah,
Go ahead.
We didn't keep up with a lot of the NBA. We don't do a lot of it, but we're going to just mention some of the first picks here. It's like the Pistons got the first pick with Cade Cunningham. Rockets come in with Jalen Green, Evan Mobley to the Cavaliers, and Raptors picked up Scotty Barnes. The Magic, Suggs, which we know.
We do know Suggs from Gonzaga.
He's going to the Magic. Thunder's picked up Josh Giddey and Jonathan Cunning as to the Warriors, and the Magic also got Franz Wagner, and the Kings picked up Davis and Mitchell, and there's something with a Zamir Williams of some trade.
Now, I know what Wagner. I think you pronounce that Wagner. He's from Michigan, I think. I thought Primo from Alabama got drafted high.
Yeah, right here. Primo's to the Spurs at number 12.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I was hoping he would have stayed.
Now, see, number 1 guy, Cade Cunningham, he's
where did he play?
Oklahoma State.
Okay, I do remember him.
Yeah.
I do, vaguely. I didn't watch a lot of college ball this year, and I'll just be honest with you, when I do, I usually watched Alabama or Kentucky.
Jalen Green from the G League.
Huh.
Pretty big there.
So it didn't come from a college.
Yeah, Evan Mobley, freshman, just says same kind of thing. USA. I mean, we're seeing a lot more of that kind of stuff. They're
so
not
they
coming
didn't
from
even play college ball.
Yeah, This Giddy guy.
That's why we don't know who they are.
Going to the Thunder.
Where'd he play?
Australia. He's an international player.
Okay.
So those are some of the picks for you NBA guys. We know y'all like to keep up with some of that.
Congrats to Primo. I'll be honest with you, I have heard of Cunningham, but Primo and Suggs are the only two I really know.
Yeah.
Suggs, that was the one, the young guard for Gonzaga, right? Tell me if I'm right, people.
The guy that was at Oklahoma State, the first guy.
No, I'm talking about Suggs that played for Gonzaga. Cunningham's from Oklahoma State. Suggs is the one that played was Mr. Football and Mr. Basketball in Minnesota.
I think we talked about him, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah, we have. He's special.
Yeah, he played it. He's just a freshman. It says Suggs. He just says USA, Gonzaga.
Yeah, I didn't know that
6'4",
he left.
205.
But, I mean, what did he go, sixth?
This other guy's from Australia.
Yeah, we don't know much about Australian
The
basketball.
Mitchell guy from Baylor. He went ninth.
Oh, yeah. Now, they've got some good, which we know because we watched it. Baylor had some great players.
Oh, yeah, man. They're big
Great
time.
players.
So we hope everybody's doing all right and got settled in, for the day. And Dean's got his Dean list, and I wrote a little something I put together for this Texas-Oklahoma. There may be some more.
Yeah, I'm not clear on some of that.
There may be some more aspects to it, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more. Like for everybody to join in and talk. Tell us what y'all think about it too.
What about locally? Anything going on locally? I think it's just everybody's getting squared up and starting tomorrow.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. Talked to Coach Crane yesterday. I think talked to him yesterday. Everything's going good. They're some offense stuff and things are going to be doing new. You got Coach Beckett's out there, and you got some new guys on the staff with Wee Hunt, and of course his guy that come with him, Little. Mm-hmm. So Coach Crane's excited to get the season started, and we're excited for him.
I talked to Knapp. They get started tomorrow. He had Camp Hamby.
Yeah.
I think they did Monday and Tuesday, and I think there's new rules. If you can acclimate last week, and I think a lot of teams did.
You go to a camp.
But officially, I don't think anybody's technically starting till tomorrow. And he said they would get started tomorrow. They went to the camp last week.
Get their pads and everything.
I think Cedar Bluff did a few things last week. I don't know about Sand Rock. I think Spring Garden was doing a little bit last week. I talked to somebody from Center. He said they acclimated a couple of days.
Yeah.
But now tomorrow, it's on, official.
Now the field at Center, they're still, the things are making progress. They're moving right along out there to the stadium over here at Center. So we think it'll be done by their first home game was Anniston, right? And Bubba said when Bubba said it was September.
Yeah, sometime in September. So it's a while. It's a
couple of weeks away.
Yeah.
And if this weather stays kind of dry, that'll definitely permit.
Well, now our first game we'll attend will be, I guess, Big Gillsville Wattsburg, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
August 20th.
There's actually Sand Rock, and we'll have their jamboree game that night. So we'll probably split. I want us to go to one probably go to the other.
Yeah.
But there's a JV game.
Mm-hmm.
Cedar Bluff plays at Gillsville like at the end of this month.
Really?
On a Tuesday. So I
don't know if I'll be able to see because I coach at the middle school. We play on Tuesday.
Right. So I may just go over there after work on Tuesday, and I like just to see some football, then see some Cedar Bluff and Gillsville kids, and kind of see what some of their young guys are going to be about.
Well, so actually our kickoff will be August 20th. Yeah, that's a real game, Gillsville and Wattsburg. Wattsburg Christian went up there last year, so we won't have to go too far for that. And then everybody will start the next week, right?
Yeah, the jamboree that we talked about, media days, and Coach Heath we talked about that, up there, which it'll be that day. And Spring Garden will be there, and a few other teams they got coming.
Is that on the 20th also?
Yeah.
That Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's either Thursday or Friday. I got it.
It may be Thursday. I
got it on my calendar.
Anybody knows?
I got us a calendar made for like our appearance dates. We're going to be doing autograph sessions, and we
got pictures.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
Glamour shots.
Yes.
Anybody want to take pictures with us? You can. Coach Knapp's on here with us.
What's up, Brian?
Benton Burge, how you doing, Benton? I coached Benton.
Yeah, August 20th. It is.
Not a position. I just coached
August,
on the same team he was on.
The 20th at Sandrock and Gillsville versus Whitesburg. So it's the same day.
What we're saying is one of us will take off to Gillsville.
Yeah.
Because, what we want to do each week is we just want to be able to talk about the game. Mm-hmm. At least feature one game. And that's what we'll do. And sometimes we'll be able to feature two.
Yeah.
I'm talking about with an eyewitness. Yeah. Like that week we will be.
There's like a lot of these first few weeks, the way it's laid out. We'll give you a good example right here. August the 26th.
Cedar Bluff and Spring Garden, right?
Yeah, at Spring Garden, Cedar Bluff, and then the 27th, the next day, we're going to be at Piedmont versus Center.
Yeah.
So we'll have a Thursday and a Friday night
2 days there.
Yeah, and then a little while later, you got October 15th. You're going to have at Sandrock versus Spring Garden, and at Center, Cleveland County's coming.
Right. Cleveland County looked good at the passing camp we went to. Looked better.
And the 21st, 22nd, we can be at Sandrock versus Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. Which I keep hearing good things about Cleveland.
Well, yep. And also, then the next day, at Coosa Christian, Cedar Bluff's going to travel to Coosa Christian. We're going to go down there, see Coach O'Brien, and see Coach Beckett, and support the county and watch the guys play. And then the 28th will be our last kind of game. Will be at Cedar Bluff. Sandrock's going to travel over, be October 28th.
Yeah. Good one last year.
God almighty, man. Bro, that's probably one of the best games.
That was like the old times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like back in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm so proud of the boys and Marcus, and they got to finish, kind of regular season off with a kick like that. Memories that they'll never forget.
Right.
It was a good atmosphere, and
obviously we're hoping everybody gets to play this year, and I don't foresee that being an issue.
Yeah. I
know I was talking to a coach on the way over here. Coach Knapp actually said they went 5-5, and I'm like, y'all went 5-3. He's like, no, we went 5-5. I said, you went 5-3 when you took the field.
Yeah, when Coach Teat Sandrock, same thing.
Yeah, we went 3-7. I said, no, you didn't, Coach. You went 3-5. You might have won those two games. Yeah. Knapp might have won those two.
That's right.
We don't know.
And with this realignment stuff coming, talk about some adversity. Our guy out at Florida State here, athletic director, John Thrasher. He made some comments that with Florida State and this new alignment and the conference stuff coming with Oklahoma and Texas coming, he's just saying everybody needs to be aware of what's going on and be considering that there may be a time when things are really going to change, big time. But Florida State, he just pretty much said what he's supposed to say. They're a part of they're FSU. They're part of the ACC. And they're kind of the home team for the ACC.
Yes,
Clemson has been the winners prominently, right. But me and you know Bobby Bowden days, they set the tone for ACC football. And Miami did. They were the Big East,
right?
That was years.
Well, FSU back when we were growing up,
yeah,
always won every
Sanders
year.
and the group and
Bobby Bowden.
Winky,
I guess you've heard about.
Yeah, he thinks
long to live.
Yeah, he don't think he's got long to live,
pancreatic cancer,
and he's just tickled to death that he's ready to go home and meet the Lord.
Yeah, he is handling it good. I mean, it seems like he is. I'm sure. 91 years old.
Yeah, he's very comfortable where he's at. And two, our family, we're dealing with my mother-in-law. We lost her.
Yeah, so I'm sorry about that.
Prayers for my wife and her family and us to deal and get through that. And she was happy at that time when she passed, and she was with friends and family. And she gets to be with her husband and her mama. She ain't seen in a long time, and so just pray for comfort to get through these tough times.
Sylvia, yes sir, and the whole family.
Absolutely.
Yes. I mean, it would be tough. Lost her daddy last year.
I know, yeah.
And then her mama 14 months later.
Yeah.
I'm dreading the day. I know you've been through it once, but I don't want to get into all that here. But I'm just dreading the day.
Oh well, it's gonna happen. All you can do is just be prepared and stay close to God, and everything will be all right.
Yes, sir.
We all begin our journey when we're born. But enough of the Matt and Todd Show preaching hour.
Yeah. Does anybody want
any more prayer requests?
Prayer requests, give a donation. We're going to be offering plate.
Yeah, send it around a virtual offering plate. Now,
but there is a time to be serious on here.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Death is one of them. For
it
sure.
Is. Yeah. you know, the Big 12 Conference had put out some stuff along this lines of this Texas and Oklahoma stuff. They want to cease and desist automatically from ESPN to not publish anything else relaying the words conference realignment, losing teams from the Big 12. They don't want Texas and Oklahoma mentioned with the name SEC. Or they're going to I guess they're going to sue them, which I don't know how they can do that. So the talking heads at Disney, which is who owns ESPN, the rehearsal actors, what we call them.
Right.
They have their sheets handed to them, and they report what they're told to say, and sound like us. And that's why we believe that we're the future of football. Now, we just do this small area here, and we cover our county, and we talk about college.
We're talking about people just doing stuff on their own without having to have a script.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how this is going to play out. I mean, they're just going to go along with doing what they're told to do, which I'm sure they will.
So, well, let me ask you, Matt, and you've studied this, and you know a lot about it. So Texas and Oklahoma in the SEC?
Yeah, the invite was sent, and it was unanimous. Texas A&M.
But they're not, obviously, scheduling's already been done,
yeah.
So they'll play nobody in this.
No.
When will they?
Well, supposedly there's like a $75 million buyout, to get the teams, if they want to leave before 25.
So this isn't something we're going to see in the next couple of years.
No, I don't know. This thing took off so fast.
It did. Fast. I thought it was bullcrap, and then next thing I know, he's sending me stuff. It's done. Done deal. It's already been sent. And,
they're SEC. I mean, they accepted, but 2025 they can leave their contract. So legally they can leave then, but they can leave before if somebody wants to pay them out. And the way things move so fast, I'm just saying, me personally, I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen, in 2023, Oklahoma
versus Auburn, right? Yeah, or Texas and
Texas plays
Alabama.
Texas and Ole Miss is going to lock up for a conference game.
Right.
It's going to matter.
We hope it's not a conference championship.
No, it could be. I don't know. Maybe Sark will get things turned around out there in Texas.
This is a new hat, Miss Smith. This is Auburn. Man, got me a new.
When did I get that? Christmas.
I appreciate it. It took me a while to break it in. I still got the old one. It's used for weed eating and just when I'm gonna get nasty.
It's about weed eating. That made me think of baseball. I think the Braves lost today, 2-1. I think Adams is the only one that even got a hit or two. Him and another guy, Robinson, I think, pitched, and they just.
You're about 500, aren't they?
I guess. I watch them a little bit. I give up on them a long time in the 90s when they started giving away all the players, but I keep up with them a little bit,
Shorty Crane, what's up?
What's up, Shortus? So that's going on, and Westbrook's going to Lakers. That's a done deal.
Yes.
That's something else going on out there.
I went on a rant one day about all I hear anymore is about who's going to get teamed up where. What about this guy? We got to put him with somebody to win it, and you don't ever hear nothing about the guy that just won it, Giannis.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah,
I mean,
Mr.
We're talking about the people that didn't win it.
Mr. E put out a post and it had a picture of some young guys on there.
The next generation. And guess who wasn't a part of it? And it's no knock. Ethan just shared it.
Sure, right. Yeah, he didn't make it.
No, he didn't make it.
And those guys are part of the next generation. But we would think that, and he agreed too. That Giannis is going to be part of that because
he wasn't even on there.
I mean, he's just become a champion. He's a young guy, and he played a good finals game when he got back healthy and got back in the swing. So
my point is, it's almost like we root for the people that I don't know aren't there yet. It's like, okay, Giannis is the champion. To me, he's the best player in the league. But let's praise and lift up these guys that might be later on. I don't know. It just don't make a lot of sense to me.
Well, I think what's caused that, I think...
and we don't...
You know what's caused it, though? This generation, Marcus's younger group, all the way up to 25 or 30 or whatever. Not everybody, so I'm not grouping people. But in general, that age group of the LeBron fans that watched him come in, he's failed so many times in the finals. It's become a reward to finish second. Our whole atmosphere is, in a lot of things, has become a reward to be second place, to not win, but you're rewarded and given things because you got there. Because LeBron is the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball, supposedly by some, for failing many times. Has he won finals? Yes. Is he a good player? Absolutely. He's top 10 for me. Maybe top 8.
Well, I don't know.
But we're talking about number one ever.
Right.
And number one ever, then that's just being disrespectful to people like Bill Russell that not only built the league and won titles as a player, but also won as a player coach. That also dealt with a lot of segregation and a lot of stuff where he couldn't even get into a church meeting for his team because of his color of his skin. He had to deal with that and play basketball, and he won. Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, those old guys, Oscar Robinson. I think it's just kind of disrespectful not to say. Now, I didn't see them play, and the best guy I ever watched play is Michael Jordan. I never seen nobody play like him.
I don't,
So that's the reward of the thing of Giannis not being. It's because people are so acclimated to giving kudos to guys just for making it. He's the greatest player, but he didn't win the title. Well, that's okay, buddy.
Well, I mean, to see the next generation, and you see 8 players on there, and he's not even a part of it. And Ethan made a good point. He goes, all these guys are 24 and younger.
Giannis is what, 27, 6?
How do you leave him out?
Yeah.
I don't understand. We seem to focus on, okay, we got to get Booker one now. We got to get this Donovan Mitchell out in Utah one now. We got to get some good players with them. I don't know. Basically, I'm just saying we seem to worry about the guys who aren't winning one more than the guys that are.
Yeah, you hadn't heard a lot of news about Giannis winning one. But if LeBron would have won one, it'd been, around the world.
Well, yeah, we're more worried about getting him somebody
to play with to try to win another one.
Yeah.
Because he's not really been the best. He wasn't the best player on his team, and as long as AD's healthy.
I don't understand the narrative.
He led the team in points and stuff,
And I'm sure, just in circles, and you hear talking, Tom Brady, Kansas City's still the greatest team. If you get out here and talk to people, Mahomes is the best. You don't hear nothing about Brady,
Yeah, well, he's just a GOAT. He's just, and I'm not a Tom Brady fan personally. But I give credit where it's due. He's one of the greatest to ever play the game. He's won so darn much. Jeez, man.
All right, I know it. I'm not making a lot of sense. I guess what I'm saying is, as sports fans in our country now, we seem to, and I've noticed this for quite a while, we seem to lift up and build up people that
just
aren't the best, more so than we do those that are the best.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it happens. Except for some people. Now, that don't apply to everybody.
Well, no. we don't do it. I know a lot of people don't,
if like LeBron not winning in all those games, he still applauded and still claimed to be the best, even though he failed.
Yeah. Well, and I love Devin Booker, but he's on this picture for the next generation.
He is good.
And the guy that
we think he'll win.
Beat him. It's not on the picture.
We think Booker will be a part of a championship team. Everybody agrees with that, probably.
It's just weird. It's weird, and it goes on more in pro sports than it does college. But I don't know. It's just odd to me.
Yeah,
it's just odd.
And while we're on that topic, we can roll right over to this too.
Right, I'm sorry.
No, yeah, that's good. That's it's what we just two old yahoos talking sport.
That's just my opinion. I think we pole vault people over. We make a bigger deal out of people that aren't the champions.
Yeah, it happens. It's just kind of this thing. It's we got into.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. I'm sorry.
The tradition is dead. College football tradition. Is it dead? Instead of making a statement, I'll ask a question. Is tradition of football dead because of Oklahoma and Texas moving? All right, so let's.
I don't know. It kind of hurts it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll ask the question. Is the tradition dead? Okay. And I would applaud anybody to please comment, please. Whatever. Or if you're watching this show later, if you're listening on Spotify, go back on our page and find us on Facebook page and just comment on there. We don't. Everybody's opinions are right.
Right.
That's why we do the show. We like to talk about this stuff. Now, I would say
You're saying is Oklahoma and Texas coming there going to hurt tradition?
Well, their tradition. The tradition of them.
Yeah, of Oklahoma and Texas.
Yeah, and some of them, like the talking heads at Disney, feel like it is.
I would say it would affect it some.
Okay, and my rebuttal would be that I don't see how it could, because Oklahoma and Texas are still going to play
every year.
Red River rivalry.
Yeah,
that's still going to happen, right?
Every year.
The Iron Bowl. If Auburn and Alabama move to the Pac-12, they'll still be an Iron Bowl.
Right.
They may be aligned in a different conference.
They don't do that.
They may be aligned in a different conference.
Yeah.
But so that's a check for this doomsday. What we just was talking about and earlier. It's a way to grab headlines because you can put that out there. Tradition's dead.
Yeah, I said
and it grabs your attention. And
not
people,
really. Now that you made the point that they play each other,
they're still playing.
Yeah,
I mean the Red River rivalry's still going to go down.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
But no, I want your response. You know,
well,
but it makes people click on it, so they'll read it, and that's what they want. Then when you get in and start reading it, that's not exactly what they were saying. So.
See, I'm different from everybody else. I see a lot of jokes about Oklahoma and Texas coming there. I think they're both going to be fine.
I think they'll be okay too. Oklahoma, especially right now, they got a great team.
You better watch your back. And
if Sark builds a team out there, or Texas, they may be good. But is money a part of the influence of them moving? It is somewhat, sure. Now, if you say why wouldn't Texas or OU build their own brand and bring money to their own conference? Why would they not do that?
That's a good question.
That's what I was thinking.
I want to hear the theory. Why are they leaving the Big 12?
I'm a deep thinker. I'm a philosopher by trade.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Why is it? Money's money. I mean, everybody's making millions.
But they could brand their own stuff, how the SEC has, and begin to market it. And they just need to get off their butts and do more. You know, if you want to get better sponsors for our show, we need to talk to people about sponsoring the show. Don't sit here and don't ask people to sponsor the show and then complain about not having sponsors. Right?
Brody Mobbs, Walt Beach, how y'all doing?
Hey, guys. So we would assume that, you know, money is part of the factor. So why wouldn't they just try to build their own money? Well, if it's not just about the money, because that's just too easy of an answer. It's a rehearsed answer that's spun out by your employees of Disney. And that's what they want you to do, because they want you to watch them, because they control all the news for sports. Now, I've heard of plenty of tradition excuses, and the tradition of the game between OU and Texas is not going to die.
No, you're right.
So says that of ESPN by the rehearsed people. So now, I don't have a paper handed to me to tell me what to say, or Todd don't either, nor are we owned by anybody. This group is holding the talking heads from telling you the whole story. Now, as guys from the sports shows talk about money, because that's what they like to talk about, you have to remember, while they have sold out to their company, and they can't share the whole story because of who writes their checks.
Right.
They can't. So, you know, if you can't say nothing about it, then you just have to kind of say what it is. Well, I found this out by clicking on a few different articles that Texas girls basketball had been investigated, and the AD and the coach had a disagreement. They worked some things out, and now the head of the conference, there are going to be some problems arised out of this. What had happened? Some things arose out of that. And that may have got this ball rolling to think, well, we'll just leave the conference. If it's going to be a problem for us here in the Big 12 and our girls basketball team's getting investigated because of I don't know what.
Yeah, probably illegal recruiting or something.
Maybe. And they didn't go into detail, but that may be one thing that started the ball roll. Also, the gain in money from moving from conference could equal up to an extra $10 million a year.
Just $10 million?
More than what they already make. So ask yourself, how did the SEC make so much money? So this is where we're going to get into.
Wait just a second. Benton, we'll get to you in a second. That Matt actually has how the conferences will be broke down. Do you not? Do you still have that?
Oh, that little. It's on our page.
It's on the page, Benton.
It is.
How everybody?
It's just a guess. There's no.
West of Alabama is in the West.
We don't. Yeah, I don't. They're going to move Alabama and Auburn to the east.
Auburn, right?
And play Georgia and Florida. Supposedly, Benton. We don't know.
Yeah, so Oklahoma, LSU.
Us, we assume Ole Miss and those guys.
That's just a guess. Nobody knows for sure.
No, and they won't know for another year or two.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
But this thing with besides having more teams and to have higher profile bowl games, that's how you make money, because they make money by playing football. Well, because of a condition that came around last year, something we had to go through as a country, some conferences chose not to play. Some only played 6 games and were allowed to play for a championship.
Yeah.
Well, if that happens again, because this thing that happened is still happening, and it seems to grow at weird timing when it grows. That's when it starts talked about again.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking logically that if I'm running this institution and we're not going to be able to play because of a said thing that's going on, whatever it is, that's going to keep me from playing, whatever it is keeping me from playing. If it's because the grass grows too high, our fields, we can't play, well, we need to move to play on different fields, is what I'm saying. So if y'all understand what I'm saying, the SEC did play last year, and they played.
They're going to be the least likely
a complete conference game, played all their own conference teams, and crowned a national champion. So I'm just saying that. Just think about it in those ways as a business. If you're not getting to play, then you're not going to get paid. And does the NIL stuff make money? Yes, sure. And that's something else we can talk about too, is the NIL stuff. But that's just something to think about. So the branding of their conference, make a little more money. How do you should do that? Well, if you can't play, you can't brand your stuff and get advertisement sponsors. So I need to go somewhere where I can.
So what you're basically saying is Texas and Oklahoma Texas and Oklahoma want to play football, obviously, and they have a deep fear, not a deep fear, but a conscious fear of,
well, what if
COVID comes back and Big 12 just shuts it down?
Anything, just certain condition or something that happens. I ain't gonna say that word.
So we're gonna get in the least likely conference to not shut down.
Yep.
Which would be the SEC, which might not shut down if there was a zombie apocalypse, right?
Yep.
SEC and ACC.
Because they say it matters more. That's what they say. I mean, that's their whole motto. SEC, it matters more.
Right. That's a good point. And it's possible. What do y'all think? Y'all think that's a possibility? You go in the SEC, you're not going to get your football shut down, more than likely.
Well, so we'll say this. Will there be any more things going on? Sure, you bet. So they used to control bodies of colleges and people and those kind of things. So I'll just say that, the SEC didn't close their doors, but looked for the best way to make it through a season. They did. The head man, Coach Saban, he leads the troops to all conference schedule and won a national championship. So what else would a big-time college team want? A league to play their games without it being shut down due to government influence, state, local, whatever.
Could be.
Because those type of things don't belong in sports. Unfortunately, they are, but we would hope that they wouldn't.
So they're right on the line, too. They can come to the SEC. Now, if they've been a little further west, that wouldn't be an option for them. But they're like, we can get in this conference, and we ain't got to worry about if we're going to play or not, more than likely. And it's not too far, because you already got Missouri and Arkansas and them in there.
So did money play a role? Sure, absolutely. So how do these games get that? How do these teams get that in money? Play football.
Right.
It's
a good theory. It's possible. It's possible.
To be some more
sense.
Thought behind, what's going on. So it may be insane, and we may lose a lot of viewers on this, but it's not. I'm not saying this is how it is. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking as a CEO of a business,
right?
And I'm not saying any name of any condition. I'm just saying if something happens and you can't compete in this market that you're competing in because of something, I'm going to move to where that something, obviously that something didn't matter.
You're going to move to where it's the least likely you're going to get shut down.
Yeah, because I need to make money.
Right.
Because it is about money. It is. It is. And recruiting.
That makes good sense. And
that's why A&M didn't want them. Because we just had Missouri and them come in 2011 or something, and A&M, and then Colorado left and went to Pac-12.
Right,
so,
Pac-12.
This is Nebraska went to the Big Ten. So they're falling apart at the seams.
Hey, there's a chance. I mean, and I wouldn't doubt it if the California teams didn't play this year.
Oh, yeah.
Or played a limited. They're going to play, but play less.
Yeah, they live in a totally different world.
And Texas and Oklahoma don't want that. I think that's a great, what would you call it, hypothesis?
Yeah, it is. It's just...
I mean, we don't know that that's it.
No, it's just me pondering if I'm an owner of a business.
Right.
This is what I'm thinking. Well, you know what? I'll just go. So I just wrote it down. I thought I'd share.
Yeah. You're going to go to where you're not going to get...
You're not restricted.
You're not going to get restricted. More than likely, it's going to have to get pretty bad
because
the SEC shuts down.
They're not getting paid. Like some people get paid not to do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not getting paid. The coaches, I mean, they have a salary, but if there's no butts in seats, that affects salary.
Oh, yeah.
Because the concession stand's not open for them to make $1 million a day on barbecue nachos and hot dogs and hamburgers and $6 cups of Coke.
Yeah, and the restrictions aren't as strict in the SEC either, right?
Right.
Like as far as fans. And how is that going to be this year? How is that going to be this
I've
year?
heard this is going to be 100%. I mean, Ohio State, their guys are saying they're going to play wide open.
Okay.
They're you know.
Good. I went by Ohio State Stadium this year. Very nice. When I went up north.
Okay. I just got a message from Coach Beckett.
Okay.
We can share a little bit here. Had a good week last week. Had a lot of good effort and participation, which is good. He's really excited about his team, and he's got a few more players added to the team.
Really?
So he's adding some players, getting a little bit of depth out there. Just says he's excited to get back in the hallways and get back in there. Defense, he's excited about where he's got people at and how things are going to work out for him. So I just got that and thought we'd share that with you.
Good deal.
Yeah, we're excited about Coach
off
Beckett
tomorrow too. So.
Yeah.
But I think that's a great theory. I mean,
that's all it is.
We don't know if it's just a theory.
It's just
theory. What do y'all think about that? Could Texas and Oklahoma be moving to a conference where they know it's least likely to shut down if anything goes on? That's a good. Hey, I could get on board with that. I mean, that being the case.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to lose. I mean, like I said, it's going to have to get bad.
Yeah. Well, they just come in.
What's that?
Hot across the wire here from TNT on NBA. Kawhi Leonard declined a $36 million player option, becoming an unrestricted free agent. There you go. Breaking news. That's why you hit the subscribe button on YouTube and on Spotify.
Kawhi don't even know about this yet.
Yeah, I mean, this just went down. So Spotify guys, tell your friends, hit the follow button. YouTube people, hit the subscribe.
Yeah.
Facebook Live people, we're glad y'all are part of the show. And breaking news right there, Kawhi Leonard has declined it. He's expected to negotiate a new deal to stay with the Clippers.
Wow. I'm proud of him.
Maybe.
It always bothered me that he left Toronto after they won it.
Yeah. That's just the way of the game, man. That's the way.
Really bothered me.
It's the way the world is now.
And I actually found out the other day, the guy I worked with told me that he did not think one player, offense or defense, left the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not one starter.
This is the last Sunday until February without football.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Dean. We've made it.
I hear there's a couple of local coaches, I'm not going to say no names, that are going to try out as a lifeguard for the Olympics. Have you seen those?
No.
They sit there at the pool. And
no.
It's a joke, actually.
Oh.
Why would you even need a lifeguard at the Olympics? That's the best swimmers in the world.
Well, you catch a cramp, bro.
Yeah.
These days, Michael Phelps is drowning. Somebody get in there. There's no lifeguards.
But surely, what about the other guys swimming?
But you hope one of them.
Somebody. But that's just a rumor that there's a couple of coaches around going to try out for that.
Hey, this NIL deal stuff, I read another article about coach from Stanford.
What is his dang name? He's a good one, too.
Well, he's a great coach. I really like him.
Shaw. Yeah, David Shaw.
All right. Not Matt or Todd Shaw, but
David Shaw.
From Stanford. The big tree school out there.
Yeah.
Northwest.
Stanford. Stanford's got a good football team.
Well, they're okay.
Yeah.
Great institution.
Very.
Academically. He said that this NIL stuff, he kind of poked a little fun at Nick Saban, in regards of, it's kind of funny how Saban mentioned his quarterback getting $800,000 in money. That is going to put a false narrative out there because a lot of guys think that they may be able to get an $800,000 deal, an NIL deal. But he said, what all you young guys need to remember is you're not the quarterback at Alabama.
Right.
And he thinks it may be a little unfair for Nick to mention that because it is a recruiting tool. Come here and be the quarterback. Get $1 million.
It's a big time recruiting tool.
And I'm sure, Nick, you could say he didn't do it on purpose, but he's smart. He knows what he's doing.
Hold on, wait just a second. Alan Beck is texting me. All right.
Coach Paul Benefield all-time coaching record is
312-53.
Show the man what he's won at the front door there.
312-53. That's decent.
That's amazing.
That's
man.
decent.
I got to get up there for a game. They got a game against that Plainview's coming up there in October 1st. If you ain't doing nothing that night, your local school ain't playing, or if they're traveling off, you ain't got nothing to do, I'm going to try to – he's got to be at –
I probably got to be at Cedar Bluff.
You got to be at Cedar Bluff that night. Man, I'm going to try to get up there.
And I'm excited about that this year, being the PA guy for Cedar Bluff.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it for all these years. But, it's going to be a little different this year. New coach, new atmosphere. Yeah. So I'm just anxious.
But you know the coach. I
do know the coach.
For a long time.
Yes.
He's a great guy. We love Alan.
You ready for the Dean's List, sir?
Yeah. This is a little preview of Mike still on. Yes. Okay. Make sure everything's still. All right. Anyway, this is the Dean's List. Todd puts together this stuff, and he's going to grade these athletes. And we're talking about Robinson, Bigsby, Zamir, and Spillinger.
Which
A&M guy?
Oh, Spiller.
Okay. Spiller. Yeah, that's him.
All right, let's go over this and talk about it. This is the top 8 running backs in the SEC this coming year. Number 8, we'll start from the bottom. Anais Smith, Texas A&M. Now, Matt,
I like him.
He came in after Spiller got hurt against North Carolina. Do you remember this?
Yep.
Little guy.
Yeah, I was very...
And he can absolutely fly. He may be the fastest of all these backs.
I was very surprised.
You was very impressed with him?
Yes.
All right. So, if any of y'all seen Anais Smith play, he's very, very good. All right, number 7, Jerrion Ely, Ole Miss, run the kickoff back, had over 1,000 yards of total offense. You got to be excited if you're that young man playing in the playing for Kiffin, right?
I'd hope so.
He's going to have a lot of yards. I mean, you got a guy playing for Kiffin, they're averaging 500 yards a game, and he's their running back. He's probably going to gain a good bit of yards. All right, that's Jerrion Ely. Number 6, Chris Rodriguez, Auburn. Florida. Kentucky.
Yeah.
My bad. Every school in this.
He plays at A&M, Vanderbilt, Georgia, Kentucky.
He subcontracts. Chris Rodriguez is number 6. If you remember Chris Rodriguez, he's the one that they called the no touchdown on versus Auburn. Do you remember that?
Rodriguez, junior at Kentucky. Okay.
Yeah, do you remember that?
This is just Adam Spencer's list. He's got a little list, too, and he's got him at 2.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting Chris Rodriguez at 2. This guy probably knows more than me, but I'm not going to put him. He is good, though.
Yeah.
He's the one that got all the way in the end zone against Auburn.
Yes, they pushed him in. They said no touchdown.
They said no touchdown.
That was killing me.
I'm not counting it on.
It's not nothing against Auburn. It's just a bad call.
I don't understand.
Even an Auburn fan texts me, he's like, that's a bad call.
I'll never understand it. And go watch that. If you got a chance, go watch the Chris Rodriguez touchdown versus Auburn.
Yeah.
It got counted as not a touchdown.
Yeah.
All right, number 5, I got Brian Robinson.
Yep, Bama.
What do you think about Brian Robinson?
He's a good playmaker. He sees lanes well. Last year, you got to play some. I like him. I'm excited to see him play. We didn't get to see him a lot, because Najee just...
Right. You ain't going. But, I thought he filled in admirably.
Absolutely, yeah.
Somebody made a good point today. They said that Saban's very loyal to his backs, and that they feel like Robinson will get a lot of touches.
He earned his keep, just like when we went from Ingram to Lacey to Trent. But I'm a little more higher personally on Zamir White, but I've been on his train for a long time.
Right. Well, we're fixing to get to him. Number 4, I've got Kevin Harris.
Yeah, he's got Kevin from South Carolina.
From South Carolina, 138 yards. I've never saw him play, but obviously he's pretty good, gaining 100 yards a game. Number 3, I have Tank Bigsby.
Yeah.
We love Tank.
Oh, I know. We picked him out of the crowd, and when we were doing a podcast on your kitchen table, way back on some old shows. Remember, I did a recruiting spiel, and me and you looked him up. Man, he looks like a dump truck. I mean,
he had more yards rushing than Bo Jackson did as a freshman.
Yeah.
Plus, he runs kickoffs back, catches the ball, and a lot of these publications have him number 1.
Yeah, this one does. He's number 1 here. The punt return aspect and those kind of things are additives. I don't know how Coach Harson's going to add him with that. Is he going to still do that?
I doubt it.
I don't know because he's so darn valuable in the backfield.
I wouldn't think.
I'm a little bit worried.
He did everything last year.
I know.
mean, he run back. I don't know that he run back punts, but he run back kickoffs.
He did have some. Well, maybe I'm thinking of kickoff, but he was catching the ball.
Oh yeah.
I'm worried about their offensive line though. That matters.
Yeah. Well,
I'm worried about that.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, hey, and he's not a very big back either.
He's lost weight from high school.
Yeah,
Have you noticed that?
yeah.
He's slimmed.
We thought he was a monster, but he's actually not. But the kids that have played, he's rated number 1 on a lot of publications.
Well, we can take that away from. I like him.
But I talked to a kid from Chattooga, and they played against him in high school. And
yeah.
I was like, the first play he got the ball, he went for a touchdown. I said, was there any chance to tackle him? He goes, no. No way. I wasn't going to tackle him.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, cramp. I got a cramp, Coach. I didn't want to tackle him.
And one of the guys on that team starts for Troy right now. So, that may be
the competition
the same team.
that we covered him, the competition, we covered a lot of this recruiting back. When season's over, if you want to catch us on recruiting, you can go back on our page and catch our recruiting spiel.
Right.
But I went back and found teams he's playing, and I watched some teams him playing. His schedule in high school was a tough schedule.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't playing some cup like you see.
No, Callaway played a tough schedule.
Was it Derrick Henry or was one of our backs that had his schedule wasn't real hard? But I mean, Derrick Henry, one of the Heisman, he's the greatest back or played out.
He proved that he could do it against
anybody. He was just so much bigger than everybody that played.
Right.
But Tank. Good luck to him. We hope the offense line be good enough again.
I've got him 3. I got your boy 2, Zamir White.
Yeah, I like him.
Good. 800 yards last year.
Spotting injuries.
Tough.
If he don't get hurt.
Well, they got 2 good backs. They got him and James Cook.
He could lead the conference in rushing if he stays healthy.
Well, I'll tell you what he does. He makes it easy for Daniels to pass.
And we're going to see about Tank, too, how Bobo's going to fly all that together and put all together. I'm not a Bobo fan at all. And most Georgia fans hate Bobo.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not a Georgia fan, but I just never liked to play calling. So anyway.
And that's number 2, Zamir White. And you agree with that, right?
Oh, yeah.
And number 1, and it's just because I saw him play, I think he's awesome. I got Isaiah Spiller, Matt.
A&M?
When do they got him on this list?
3.
3.
So he's top 3 for.
He's our number 1.
He's probably average number 2 on any list.
I'm going to keep this picture, and we're going to come back to the end of the year and see how the other guys did. And I did take it from somebody else, and I just moved people around.
He just had a big rap on the 2. Let's see.
I'm a Spiller guy now. I saw him play.
Adam Spencer. He obviously loves Rodriguez. You had him a little down.
I had him 6.
He's way up on him.
And I didn't do the top 10 because I don't know anymore. I figured Trey Sanders will be good.
Yep.
For
Auburn.
Him. I don't know who Missouri and Arkansas's running backs are. I'm just going to be honest with you.
No.
James Cook from Georgia's very good. Is Shivers back for Auburn? Is it Shivers?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a good back.
I don't think so.
He may not be. And I've heard other people say that Alabama's got more backs than. I couldn't put Robinson up there because, to be honest with you, Alabama's so loaded with backs. Robinson may not even be their man at the end of the year, and that's not even a knock.
Well, we don't know about O'Brien if he's going to share the ball with the other back. How that's
he may.
This back will be the guy that goes for wheel routes. This guy is going to be the one that runs short yards, and you're going to have another back for long yard situation.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. We don't know. And I hope Robinson has a great year.
Yeah.
Because he has worked very hard and he runs very hard. But that's the Dean's list as far as the top 8 goes in the running back. Agree, disagree, we understand. Good. I got Spiller number 1. Everybody else has Tank number 1.
But 1 or 2,
Yeah. Well, I like Zamir White too.
I do too. I've always been high on him.
I don't know why I gotta have to read up on Rodriguez some more.
I'm gonna look into. I could have swore I heard something about Missouri running back. Some like maybe Pate. We keep up. Old Josh, he's our friend. We had dinner.
I heard Missouri was going to be good.
We had dinner with Pate the other night. Old Josh, we're on first name basis.
Him and Pat McAfee.
Yeah, first name basis.
Met at Easy Street.
Yeah. Yeah, we hang out pretty. Runs 24/7 Sports.
Yeah,
great guy.
We're buddies. We're
he watches the show. Hey man, how you doing? I gotta come by and pick. I left my keys down there. And,
he's on right now. He's watching right now. He cut his show off.
He did. This. No, really, he's fixing to go live here in about 10 minutes. And he has a great show. Yeah, if you want to watch shows on YouTube, Josh Pate's great.
Yeah.
Humble. Started from low beginnings like we did. He was doing crap in his bedroom in his house.
Which
5 years ago.
We have no idea what our fans think. I think these guys don't know what they're talking about. Go watch Josh Pate and see if you think he knows what he's
been doing this for a long time.
Dude.
We'll get there. We'll get to
He gets so in depth.
Yeah. Well, he's got connections now where he can really touch base. He can really text a coach and say, hey, like I just talked to Coach Beckett. Well, he can just, hey, I just talked to Coach Saban. He'll just message it.
Yeah.
The fingers of the channel of 24/7 Sports is large.
Very
all over the country.
It's growing.
Yeah. We'd love to be a part of that.
No,
they're crazy.
Great.
Yeah.
Pate's the best. He's probably the best.
Yeah. And the talking heads, he don't give all that mumbo jumbo. There crying about something or being just silly about, well, it's all the tradition of football is dead. Oklahoma and Texas won't be the same. Why won't it?
Well, he made a good point. I heard him earlier. He said as long as there's ball games coming on Saturday, it's not going to affect the fans.
No. NIL deals.
No matter what.
Conference realignments. Right. Because if you love college football, Saturday morning about 9 o'clock, game day is going to be on your TV, and you're going to be in and out of the house on the grill cooking burgers and smoking ribs.
The only way that it would hurt, I think, is which this is obviously not going to happen, is that they change days. If college football is going to be on Monday from now on,
they'd gripe about it, and everybody would gripe. I got to work all day and come home, and I tell you what, dying the people will gripe.
Yeah.
But I promise you, the secrecy of their home,
they're watching it on Monday. Yeah.
They're going to be Roll Tide, War Eagle, Go Dogs.
That ain't going to happen, but I think that would be the only thing that would deter college football fans.
It just changed today.
Yeah.
You'd like to talk about some of these?
Charging to watch games.
Well, there's pay-per-view, which people don't. But it's usually a team.
I'm talking about every game. You want to watch Louisville and Cincinnati, it's going to cost you $50.
Yeah, that would hurt the game. Yeah. There's too much bootlegging. That ain't going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up with this. We're about done here, guys. We appreciate everybody for tuning in today.
Yeah, had a good time.
We had a good time today. We've covered Dean's List and some spot-on news through the conference about the NIL deals and a lot of stuff about Oklahoma, Texas. That's really what's going on.
Right, that's the big
And we spoke to some of the coaches, and they're having a good week, and they're excited about tomorrow. And good luck to all our county teams tomorrow, guys. Y'all be safe and have a good time.
Yeah, and volleyball starting too.
And do it. Volleyball, Cedar Bluff, Spring Garden, Center, Sandrock. They're all girls are
those two sports going and
getting after it.
And in Georgia, girls softball is played in the fall.
Huh?
Yeah.
There you go. That's why you hit the subscribe button. Go right down in the bottom corner, the little red tail. Ring the bell on YouTube.
Yeah.
Spotify, guys. Tell a friend. Hit the follow button.
This
is kind of news, man.
And volleyball. See, they got volleyball.
How do they do that?
Girls
the girls.
Softball.
They're just such a big school. The girls don't play both.
No.
Well, I guess
now they'll play basketball and softball. They're basketball and volleyball.
They're like a quadruple A. They quad A or?
No, they're double A there. But down here they would be a 6A.
Wow. See, that's the difference, guys. That's why you hit the subscribe button.
They would be
the news, man.
They wouldn't be a 7. They'd be a 6.
It'd be like Pinson Valley or?
Yeah, they'd be competing with Pinson Valley, Fort Payne, that much.
It's different, Georgia. In case you don't know,
yeah.
Go catch a game over at Cedartown one night when they play Rockmart. You better get there about 5.
Cedartown would be a 7A.
You better get about there about 5.
Here, it would be a 7A.
Right?
Yeah.
If you want to sit down.
Yeah.
Now, just trust me.
Well, they got the second leading rusher in the NFL come from Cedartown.
We've been to these games. It's just, the fans are all friendly. And,
they are.
They're good. We'll get into, these may be some trap games. Coach Turner had responded to one of these over at Center. Coach Turner, if you're watching, hello, how you doing? Family looks great. Kids, and he's got all kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We love Coach Turner.
Yeah.
He said the trap game in Bama may be like, I think I'd said something about that. That Florida game, man.
Oh, gosh.
I didn't know, like I said, don't run to Mama, because Big Matt said that Florida's beating Alabama. I can't believe
3 touchdowns. 38-17.
I'm just saying, just you better watch that game.
Yes,
it's going to be interesting. They're also giving the Bama Ole Miss game, which is
always
that's a no brainer.
Yeah.
As long as Lane Kiffin's coaching somewhere,
we knew that. That was a close game last year.
Yeah, he's going to hang 50 on everybody. He may not this year because this defense is going to be something good.
63-52 last year, 63-48.
We'll work backwards in. That was 1, and we'll go 10. Notre Dame and Navy. Navy's going to be good this year. They got a lot of kids back, man. They're going to be good.
I wouldn't be surprised if they win that one.
I'm telling you. Don't be surprised if we predicted Navy over Notre Dame. I'm just saying. They brought like everybody back near.
Yeah, I'll go on. I can get on board with that.
Home game at Cal. Oregon's going to come into town. That's October the 15th.
I don't think so. I don't know nothing about Cal. That's Cal Berkeley, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've not heard anything about Cal.
Missouri's going to host A&M on the 16th.
I could see an upset there.
See, I swear I read about a running back at Missouri. I'm going to have to dig in that, and I'll share that on the page later.
I could see Missouri upsetting A&M. From what I've heard about Missouri, and A&M lost mind.
Yeah.
You know.
Virginia's going to host North Carolina on September the 18th. We're high on North Carolina.
Yeah, I don't think
but
so.
Like we said last week, Howell's up on the list. He's our top 3 quarterback or so, top 3-ish.
Yeah,
3.
But
he lost a lot of his receivers and stuff.
Yeah.
So West Virginia's going to host Iowa State. We don't know. I don't know enough about them to say.
I mean, I like West Virginia. Okay, they throw it around, but I just don't think so.
October 2nd, Dean, the Razorbacks, Woo Pig Suey, is going to host the Dogs.
Yes, sir.
I like that game. So
I definitely believe that could be an upset.
Circle this one on your calendar, guys. October the 2nd, day after Fife and Plainview, that Saturday. That's going to be a good game. Circle that on your calendar. I'm telling you, I'm not. Right, Mama, Big Matt said that Plainview's beating Fife. I'm not saying that. It's going to be a good game.
Then it gets twisted from that, and
yeah.
You know, Cedar Bluff's going to beat Fife.
Yeah, I guess into something. He said something about Cedar Bluff. They going to play Pinson. Something about Pinson Valley. No.
I'll go on record and say I don't think
those are 2 good days for football. October 1st.
Yeah.
And then October 2nd, the Pigs are going to host the Dogs.
I think that could be an upset. I'm not saying it will. It could be. It wouldn't shock.
Number 4. I don't know. That's just I don't know about that. What? Tell me why.
What
What
in the world?
Oh, I don't know what you did there.
Clemson and North Carolina State?
No, number 4.
Oh, Ohio State and Tulsa.
What?
I don't know.
Tulsa's going to host Ohio State. They got that as an upset. I have no what. Tulsa must be
loaded.
They must have something going on.
I don't think so.
And that's North Carolina. That's the Wolfpack. They're going to be
North Carolina
travel to Clemson.
I don't see that.
The Wolfpack's going to upset Clemson. I'd assume that North Carolina, well, they won't play each other till.
Well, obviously, and we'll both admit it, we don't know a whole lot about North Carolina State and Tulsa. But on
Tulsa and Ohio State upset.
First glance, I don't see.
I'll have to study about Tulsa then because
I don't see.
Obviously, they got some gunslinger up there or some kind of crazy good defense.
I'll go on record right now, and if anybody wants to challenge me on it, that's fine. I'll pretty much. I'm going to regret this. I'll buy you dinner if you'll bet me that Tulsa beats Ohio State.
Yeah. The last one, TCU is going to host Oklahoma.
I don't see that being.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. So
Tulsa and Ohio State? Yeah, I'll buy you the steak. If that happens, if you want to take the challenge. But you got to bet me one if it don't.
All right, guys. Y'all get off here and go rest. And
hold it. We got one more. I got it ready.
We're fixing to go dead on Spotify.
Oh, are we? Yeah. Okay, well, Kendall Milton. Keep an eye on him, Georgia running back. Kendall Milton.
Is that Georgia Bulldog?
Yes.
Okay, Milton.
Yeah, Georgia Bulldog.
Got you.
Not high school.
Heard it here first. That's why you hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend on Spotify. Guys, we thank you for sharing this today with us.
Yes, sir.
Always keep your prayers out here with family, things going on. We love everybody. As always, keep your heads clear, Dean. Keep your hearts full of God. We thank our sponsors, Bobby Ledbetter at Twin City. Go over and see our Big Daddy's Kilgrow. And, of course, Kevin's Lawn Landscaping, Warrior Gym, Scott Lloyd, and J.R. Knapp from McKenzie. Without them, things couldn't go down, and we appreciate their support for the sports and stuff to, kind of make things happen for the kids. It's always about them. All right, guys, we love you and appreciate you. We're gonna head out of here, guys.
I'm gonna go eat. Have a good week.
All right, peace out. Do.